Morai Rabotai. Good morning to everybody. Another beautiful, amazing day. We find in the book of Bereshit, chapter 37, Yaakov Avinu tells to Yosef HaTzadik, Yosef is already 17 years old, go see how are your brothers doing. Yosef's brothers, they went to the next city. They went to Shechem to pasture the animals. Baruch Hashem, Yaakov Avinu was so blessed, so rich, had a lot of animals. I guess they didn't have enough grass, so they had to go sometimes from town to town. So only 10 brothers were away. Binyamin is at home. He's a teenager. Yosef is also at home, still teenager, 17 years old. So Yosef listens to his father's command. He does it right away, without any complaints. I'm tired. Maybe tomorrow. It's not for me. I don't know if I want to do it. I'm not in the mood. Yosef heard his father's command. He does it right away. He puts on his shoes, he gets on the road, he goes to visit his brothers. He comes to Shechem, the brothers were already not there, they went to Datam, next city. So Yosef HaTzadik, when he approaches his brothers, they see him from afar, they said, well, look who is coming, a dreamer is coming. A boy that doesn't work, always dresses nicely, always walking clean. So they decided they're going to throw him into the pit. So that's exactly what happened. The question is, did Yosef do anything wrong? He was just doing the command of his father. The father asked him to go to see upon his brothers, how are they doing? That's exactly what he did. He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't fight them. He didn't argue them. He didn't show them attitude. He didn't make fun of them. So the question is it fair what just happened there? He didn't do anything wrong, and for no reason they just threw him into the pit. I think we all have such as the same question on a daily basis. Almost every day, or once a week, or a few times a month, we go through the same thing. We didn't do anything wrong. We're trying to do mitzvah, we're trying to do chesed, but it didn't turn out to be good. Came out something bad against us. That's exactly what happened to Yosef HaTzadik. The answer is, it's not something bad happened to him, but this was when they threw him to the pit. This was the beginning, the first step of his success story. Because if they would not throw him to the pit, he wouldn't get resold. If they would not resell him a few times, he wouldn't end up being in Egypt. And if he wouldn't end up being in Egypt, he wouldn't end up being a king of Egypt many years later. He wouldn't end up saving millions of lives from hunger. So this was the beginning of his success story. Not everything that looks bad in our eyes is bad. Many times we see something or something happens to us. Well, I wasn't trying to say something bad. I didn't mean it. Or I trying to help or do something good. But it ended up being bad. The story ended up being ugly. Not everything that looks bad or ugly is bad. It's just the beginning. Because the situation is custom made for you. It's the beginning of your success story. And that's what happened many years later. Because they threw him to the pit, because he was resold a few times, because he ended up being in Egypt, and later on we see Potiphar's wife, she trying to seduce him. Yosef being tzaddik, a righteous man, what does he do? He's trying to refuse her. And she was a very pretty woman. And Yosef was really controlling his desires. So he didn't do anything wrong. He tried to save himself from Avera. What ended up being? He ended up being in the jail. Logically speaking, if he would just have anything to do with her, would have a little bit fun, and everything would be fine, right? What happened? He ended up being in jail. It would be for a short period of time. Would be fun, but he wouldn't reach his destiny, becoming king of Mitzrayim, which is for thousands of years. Everybody knows in the history that Yosef was a king in Mitzrayim and saved millions of lives. So by him end up being in jail, through that he met a baker and the winemaker, and through them he was able to reveal Paro's dream. He became a biggest person, a huge person. So many times when you see something's wrong in life and I'm doing the right thing, as long as you're doing the right thing, keep going. Don't be upset about it. This is master plan of Hashem. This is beginning of your success story. Everybody should have a blessed day.